Hello, I'm Karen, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to crochet mistletoe. What I've done is I've just put these into bunches for now, but these are lovely for applique, but more than anything they are for the latest little character to join in with the crochet crew. So this is another hedgehog, but this one is called Mistletoe. So she's got a little piece of mistletoe and she's also wearing a lovely little cardigan. Just there. And for those of you that don't know, I introduced, I've got a set of characters called the Crochet Crew, and this one is from the Crochet Crew, but the hedgehog, so let's bring in Clover, they're actually from the Coronation Collection. And I remembered I didn't introduce the last characters properly, so this chicken is called Parsley, and this chicken is called Buttercup, just so that you've got those characters. So if you want to go to my Etsy, you can go and get those patterns for that. But today's video is a free pattern to make the mistletoe. So you need to leave a tail end about 2 or 3 hooks long, because you're going to need that for later on, so make sure you do. And you're going to begin with a chain of 14. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you're going to count down to the 4th chain. So there's little V's at the beginning there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're yarning over twice. So this is a treble crochet in the US, but it's a double treble in the UK. So yarn over, put your hook through and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that same stitch again, so yarn over twice into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, through 2 and through 2. Then you're going to do the treble crochet if you're in the UK, or it's a double if you're in the US, so it's pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over once into the chain, yarn over, pull through 2, through 2. Now we're going to do the half treble if you're in the UK, or it's the half double if you're in the US. So let's pull through all 3. So yarn over into the next one. So we're doing that same stitch twice. Then we're going to drop down a stitch and we're going to go to the single crochet if you're in the US, or it's a double crochet if you're in the UK. We do that twice. Just get some more yarn. And then it's a single if you're in the UK, and a slip stitch if you're in the US for the last 3 stitches. And there we go. So that is your first leaf. It'll look like that. Yep. So now you're going to do a second one, because mistletoe leaves grow in pairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4th chain, yarn over twice into that chain there, and do the double treble or the treble depending where you're from. And so you do that in the next chain as well. Whoops, squeaky yarn. 2, and then we're going to drop down to the treble crochet stitch if you're in the UK. So that's 1, and it's the double if you're in the US. That's 2 of those. Then we're doing the half treble or the half double. 1, 2, and then we're dropping down to the single or the double depending where you're from. So that's 1, 2 of those, and then do 3 of the single or the slip stitch. So that's 2 and 3. Okay, so now what you need to do is the beginning tail end where you started, you want to pull that nice and tight. Now you're going to get both strands together. That's why you needed the lovely long tail end. You're going to yarn over and do a chain. And what you're going to do is just pull these stitches, make sure that these are nice and tight to avoid getting a gap when you do that there. And then hold that, and then you're just going to do a chain on the first, because you need to make 2 of these. So the first one you need to do a chain of 14, the second one we're doing a chain of 8. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, And we'll get our scissors and then cut your tail end off so it's roughly the same length as the other one, and pull that all the way through. So you've got your piece of work like that. So that's your pair. Okay, so like I said, you need to make 2 of these. So this is the first one that I made with the 14 chains, and this is the one with the 8 chains at the end. So now you're going to get yourself a piece of yarn. It needs to be about 6 hooks long to be able to do this next section. You're going to fold it in half and going to just get the looped end of it. What you're going to do is get your piece of mistletoe that's got the shortest stem on it there. Put your hook. You can either go into this chain or you can go into that one. I personally find it easier to go into that one there. And then go into the one underneath. So you've got them both on your hook. Then put the loop. You want to pull that through there. And then through there. Oops, I've split my yarn. No. There we go. Right, so these tail ends, so you've got, this is the long tail end that I'm working with, and these are the tail ends that we've already got. So first of all, you're just going to do a chain on there just to keep that secure. And then what you're going to do is pull these tight, and then you're going to go around this one to pull another chain and pull these really tight so they stay secure. And then just do a chain of 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17, and then pull that through. So your work will look like that, and you'll have all of these tail ends right at this join here. Okay, so what you're going to do is get the longest tail end. So that will be realistically is from the one that you did the shortest one. And we're going to get the needle and thread the needle. So for this, you don't have to do it like this if you don't want to, but I just found that this strengthened the chain itself. So what you're going to do is get the actual chain, and you're going to go, so that's already at the bottom. You want to come through the next, so we're just going to go through the edge of that chain and just do, I want to say maybe it's like an over stitch, and you're just going to just keep doing that all the way to the end of your chain, and it will give a different kind of texture. You see the way that that's changing, and it just strengthens up the actual stem, and it gets the tail ends all nice and neat out of the way. And just keep on going. There. And did you know that mistletoe is called, some say it's a hemi-parasite or it's a semi-parasite. So it actually lives on other trees. It's not something that just grows in the ground. And while I've been doing my research about mistletoe, there is different varieties of mistletoe. And the one that grows in the UK, which is where I am, is called European mistletoe. And so now I'm going to do the other side, so I hold it the other way around. So I've got my tail end from my long tail end, and now I'm going to go under these ones on the opposite side to work back, just to be able to make this look so that it's equally balanced. But yeah, the mistletoe that grows in the UK is called European mistletoe, and it has white berries. And it's been used apparently for hundreds of years in different traditions and medicines and all sorts. But realistically, mistletoe is actually poisonous if eaten. So do not eat mistletoe. But mistletoe apparently is being prescribed as part of cancer treatment. So because it can be used on the outside of the body, or it can be injected, apparently. Don't try any of those things, obviously, without medical supervision. It's something that is just done by the medical people, but I just thought I'd share that bit of information there. So that's that bit sewn into there, so that makes that look like that. that just strengthens that piece there. And then these two smaller tail ends, I'm going to sew these bits into this little bit at the back here. So we'll go to the back of there, and we're just going to just tuck that in nicely into the back of there. So that's nice and safe. Make sure you haven't got a long bit sticking out the front. No, we're good. And just pull those bits through, so that's all nice and neat there. And just cut that bit off there. Then we need to make the berries. Okay, so just show you how to make one of the berries, because the berries do sit in groups of 2s and 3s. Same again, need to leave a long tail end because you're going to need that for sewing in, so about 3 hooks long. And it's still the same as the other pattern. It begins with a chain of 14. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So now we're going to use, it's the single crochet if you're in the US, or it's a double crochet from the UK. And you work into the next chain. So that's 1, skip a chain, and into the next one. So that's 2, skip a chain, 3, skip a chain, 4, skip a chain, 5, skip a chain, 6, skip a chain, and we do number 7, if I can get in there, and then we're going to do another of the same stitches into there. So that's 8 of those, and a slip stitch or a single crochet just to round that end up there. Make sure your tail end is really long, like whoa. So they're matching there. Then you pull your tail end through there. I'm just going to tie that in a knot to make sure that that's nice and secure there. And then we'll get the needle back and thread the needle. Oh, I've picked up the wrong needle. I prefer this one, it threads better. It's got a bigger eye than the other one. Okay, so you've got that onto there. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to roll this into a little ball. So that nice curve, make sure it's a really nice snug little ball like that. There. And then what I do is I hold it and poke my needle so it comes all the way through. And pull that there just to make it so it's nice and secure, and just go in it another time just to make sure that's nice and secure and not going to come undone. So you've got your little ball. You can sit and play for ages if you want with that to make it more round, but I'm not going to. Then you're going to go into this part. I know on the one that I've done for mistletoe in a hair, I've done the ball right next to the leaves. That's just so that it just sits nicely for her. But realistically, if you wanted it to be realistic, you're going to go into this area here. This is where the actual berries would actually grow. So that fits onto there. And then all you do is you just go back through that piece there, not in the same hole, otherwise it'll pull out. You've got to make sure you go round a thread, go back into your ball, pull that through. So and then you can sit if you wanted to and sit and do more stitches to make sure the ball is looking really nice and round. Make sure all of those tail ends are in nice and neat. It's probably not the best ball for a video, but there you go. Cut that off there. So there you have it. There is your sprig of mistletoe, which traditionally started from the 1800s. People started kissing underneath the mistletoe, and apparently it started with the servants inside the UK with that tradition. And what used to happen is each time you had a kiss, you were supposed to pull the berry off, and if you refused a kiss, it was apparently bad luck. Okay, but there we go. So thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing. If you would like to make Mistletoe the actual character, she is just the hedgehog pattern inside my patterns, which I have got for sale now on Etsy. The cardigan is just, the cardigan pattern is in there, but you make this just so you do 4 rounds to fit her. I haven't included the buttons because these are all new little additions that I just keep adding on. So I think I might add an extra little bit of thing there, but this is definitely free video for the mistletoe today. So bye for now.